Hey guys, my name's Orthodox, and welcome back to episode 2 of Halidom Hotspots, your one-stop shop for all things Dragalia Lost. As always, joining me, I have LERART,
Hey guys, what's up?
and our special guest for episode 2, as revealed in our Discord, is Gaming Quitte.
Hello everyone, I am Gaming Quitte, the most delicious Quitte of them all.
That being said, Quitte, now that you have been introduced, I'd like to walk you through our introductions section of the podcast. So, for the viewers that have seen episode 1, and if you haven't, I encourage you to check that out, at least for the introductions for myself and LERART to see our favorite characters when we got started in DL, all that good stuff. We'll do the same for you. So, first tell us your favorite character or adventurers, if there are multiple, when you got started in DL, and kind of what you do in the community.
My favorite unit is, by a long shot, is Chelsea. I just love her design. I love her character. Yes, I am kinda into the whole Yandere thing, and I think Dragalia Lost does it really, really well with her because she has a really nice character development. And yeah, I love her. Everything about her, I love her. I want to be Luca. I started playing the game right at the beginning. Like, I'm a day one player. I'm almost 100% sure that I have never missed a day, which sounds actually a bit sad when I say it like that, but I'm pretty sure I've played every single day since release. Maybe some days I just logged in, did the events, but yeah. So, yes, I've been here since the beginning. And I've started doing YouTube in April, I think, like at the end of April. And there, a really nice person commented on one of my videos, and that person was Orthodox, and so I got introduced to him and this whole amazing community. So, or let's just say, yeah, that's how we met.
Yes, that is the origin of our love story. It is now
Yes,
public for everyone to
it's
know.
now public. Yes, I
Yes.
even still have the screen. I actually have to get cheesy for a second. I actually still have the screenshot of your comment on my phone because I was like, oh, "That's such a nice comment," and I still have it on my phone. So.
We'll have to dig it up to show the viewers
Oh
or
yeah,
leave it
sure.
as
I
a
can, I
comment.
can, I can, I can send you that after that.
But yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's
So
awesome.
yeah, that's me. And also, I'm German, so my English may not be always perfect. So.
No, it is.
I
It is
mean,
beyond perfect.
I mean, it's not like I'm American or Canadian too, so
Oh yeah, true. Like Orthodox is the minority here. So
yeah,
It is
he's
true.
the
behave.
only native English speaker here.
Yeah.
Well, I hope, sincerely hope that I can impress you with my English, but you know, I'll do the best I can, I guess. So, well, yeah. That being said, guys, let's dive right into the news.
Yes.
We do have a little bit more to talk about. I don't know, give or take. I guess the first thing on the list is going to be Astral Raids are coming back this week. So we will see them actually the evening, if I'm not mistaken, of this going live. So it will be an Astral Raid for Thanatos. So I believe he's Shadow, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely a good time to use out any light units that you may be wanting to use, and or possibly just doubling down on your shadow units as they seem to find their way into every single raid.
Yukata Curran.
Yes, possibly even Yukata Curran, as we will talk about. So yeah, this will be nice for new players, obviously, to get augments and any kind of additional bonuses they have there in the upgrades. A little bit of Wyrmite if you haven't cleared this Astral boss before. But yeah, and this makes sense as we don't have a raid event going on this week. So that's about all there is to that. It's typically a one-time fight for most players. We consume all of our Astral pieces all at once, get a nice chunk of augments, and move from there. The second thing that I wanted to mention is the Doomsday Getaway event has officially ended. So for everyone who has seen the event story play out, they added an epilogue. I found this part to be pretty interesting, actually. Both of you guys have seen the epilogue at this point, correct?
Yes, yes, it's very, very interesting.
So, Quitte, I wanted to ask you, in regards to the epilogue, what are your thoughts?
I think that we may actually get a second event, like, or it will have a sequel or something like that. I really loved how they like gave us another twist at the end of the like in the epilogue. I really enjoyed the event in general. It was amazing, like one of my maybe even my favorite event in Dragalia so far. And yeah, it was really good. Epilogue, super interesting. I don't know even know. Do we want to talk about specifics? Because
Yeah, I think what we can do is, for those listening to the podcast, if you haven't seen the epilogue at this point, this is the spoiler warning. So, that being said, pause the podcast, go ahead and take a look at the epilogue, and then come back and resume it now for our discussions. So yeah, go ahead.
okay, then I will just go right into it and be like, it's amazing like how they twisted the whole game thing to be like that. Probably Carmen was its name, right? Was maybe an old player in the game who gave up their life for their friends, and that's such a crazy twist. I wouldn't have thought of that. And I don't remember. Carmen comes back at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
And it was the
yeah,
whole-
it seems
the
that
whole
Carmen is not
deal.
actually dead. Yeah.
But then it's like, who or what was Carmen? Was Carmen a friend of Scylla? Because I thought maybe Scylla is part of it, or maybe just Scylla was in friends with Carmen. It's just, oh, there's so many things that's like, that you can theorize about.
Yeah, I was definitely pleasantly surprised. I really hope that they don't put a cliffhanger and then just table this event entirely and not give us more information on it. I know for a fact on a previous event with Wukong, was it Wukong?
Yeah.
I want to say,
Yes.
or Catherine and Eugene for sure as well. Were also was also a to be continued
Cliffhanger.
type deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, I do like this. I do like the continuation of the events. It gives you a reason to, for more stories or side stories to come. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we could see the continuation of Doomsday Getaway at the end of this month. Being like another new event, if you will. Highly unlikely, as we do have... or will be getting news about the rerun for part 2 of last year's summer banner and event, the facility event.
Oh, right. That hasn't been rerun yet. I forgot about it.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. LERART, what were your thoughts on the epilogue?
First of all, I want to talk a bit of the music,
Oh, yes.
which is it was probably my favorite music from DL so far.
Yeah.
That and Polaris from the first summer event.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was so disappointed that Cleo and Luca came back to life.
Whoa,
Now,
hey
wait a
there, buddy.
minute.
But yeah, it was a good story. Probably
Yeah.
my favorite story so far. My second favorite event third favorite because my favorite was the anniversary, and my second favorite is probably like Monster Hunter or something.
Oh, really?
Then Doomsday Give. Yeah. I really like that one.
Yeah, Monster
so
Hunter
yeah,
was pretty darn good.
yeah, pretty good story, pretty good like amazing music. The raid was interesting. I was expecting to be Barbary, right? It's her name.
Yes.
Clone,
Yeah.
but it was like totally different.
Right.
The shrooms were so annoying. The the doll thing was funny because the only purpose of what's her name, Amane on my team was to be turned into a doll.
Bear
That was
fodder,
the
as
only
as
purpose.
we've
Yeah,
been told it's called on our Discord.
yeah. I like the story. I like the twist. Like I really like this event. Besides Luca and Cleo still being alive. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, definitely agree. The music was really good. It was oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it. But I have to say, I think as much as I loved this song, I still kind of liked the song from Mad Kids, I think it was, for the 1.5 anniversary event.
Oh,
Yeah,
That
I think it was
song
Get
was
Up by Mad Kids.
awesome. Get Up, yeah, that song, like I have it in my playlist on Spotify, and I'm actually super mad that the new song is not on Spotify. At least
yeah,
not that I
right.
know. Like a lot of like even the Polaris song is on Spotify, so please, Cygames, please.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see it change. I know it released alongside the event, so there might be just licensing or publishing issues that they're working through.
Yeah, probably.
You know, with the current pandemic and how things are a little bit slower on the business side. So we'll definitely have to see. All in all, though, really fun event. Amane as a character is also very interesting. I'm currently theorizing, you know, for Amane fun run.
No.
Where we're all running crit. So.
With long.
Yes, long,
Oh.
and all Amanes just running, and
No.
it sounds real fun. Or even if we want to be thematic, you know, Summer Konohana. But we'll have to see. That being said, if you guys do want to theorize or partake in any meme clears or fun runs with us, definitely join the Discord. There'll be a link in the description below. So we're always doing wacky things, you know. We're wacky people.
Yes.
We're chilling. We're having fun. We're vibing. So.
Oh yeah, talking about wacky. Like I saw the MegaMan clear with Glace. Like
Oh
that
my
was
gosh,
yes.
that was awesome. Like
Yeah.
I didn't think that a MegaMan clear would be this easy. That was crazy.
It's true. Any unit is viable. You know, our Glace POV was definitely worth it. Special thanks to Glace for putting that that footage together for me, so I was able to edit. We had a lot of fun making that video. So
yeah, and I was impressed. Like,
Yeah.
100%. That's crazy.
Like it was so fast too. It's crazy how like I feel like Glace's MegaMan is just it's just not MegaMan from DL. It's just like another character. He makes MegaMan look like super good.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe it's just Glace being Glace. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Every clear he does, I think his Mega Man gets a little bit stronger. It's like he's adding the power of the Agito bosses to himself. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like with the Saiyan, like when they almost die, they get stronger, and I think it's the same with Glace and Mega Man.
Yeah.
I'd believe it. I'd believe it.
And like, man, who would have thought that it's possible to clear Master Midgard so fast?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, I think it was 13 seconds on my time. So.
Yeah. That's just. Whew.
It was very.
Like, he carried.
He carried hard.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah, just wanted to mention that again. So
yeah.
Special
thank
thanks
you,
to Glace. Absolutely. Shout out to Glace. He's in our Discord. Show him some love as well. So
yes,
you know, come join our Discord at him. Tell him how amazing the Mega Man run was. How you love it.
If you haven't seen the Mega Man run, by the way, it's on Orthodox channel. So pause the video, go watch it.
Absolutely.
I watch it every time before I go to sleep.
Same.
The nightly ritual.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, in other news, we also have new Wyrmprints added to the treasure trade that I wanted to mention.
Oh yes, I love them.
They are art. The art and the passives are both very interesting. So we have Memories of a Summer's Dusk as the first. This is the 5-star Wyrmprint. Paralyzed Punisher plus 20%, and Stunned Punisher plus 25. Or I'm sorry, 20. 20% on both. I think I said 25. 20% Punisher for both paralysis and stunned enemies. This looks great. I really like the interaction between the Punishers. They are multiplicative of each other if you do have both afflictions on the boss itself. So this definitely bodes well. If the fight for Tartarus allows us to stun him multiple times, then this will be a staple print for our DPS units. Definitely
actually
excited about that. Yeah, go ahead.
I would
continue.
actually say that. Sorry for cutting you off.
No.
I would say I'm afraid that this might actually enable speed clears, because you only need to run to stun him once and then just unga boonga him with some Mars shenanigans, you know. So this is, I'm 100% sure that if a cheese is going to happen, this print will take part in it. 100%.
That sounds
Super sure about that.
Yeah, especially if Tartarus can be bogged. Imagine having paralysis, bog,
Oh
and
God.
stun punish on him. That sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty nice. Also interesting to note that it would be weird if Hawk was somehow enabled in the fight, as a Choco Hawk would be able to activate stun punish and have this print while everyone else was paralyzing or having one paralysis
That's true.
unit. So there are definitely avenues of theory crafting that would allow us to do some pretty crazy things, kind of like how the Twins boiled down from I think first clears were around 6-7 minutes on Twins, and then it boiled into a 13-second power farm.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, things are very possible for Light to go that direction. We won't know just yet until Tartarus releases. Expected release is anywhere from August 25th to the 27th. So, we will definitely know in about 2 weeks. That being said, for this Wyrmprint as well as the next one that we will discuss, they are not limited. So there is no rush to pick them up from the treasure trade. They will stay in the Wyrmprint lineup for as long as you'd like to pull them. So, that being said, the second Wyrmprint, I'm sorry, did you guys have something you wanted to mention before I move on? Okay.
I just wanted to mention that the art is beautiful.
It is.
Like,
It
I
is
love it.
really nice.
Like it's my favorite family in Dragalia. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lavna
it's
is
such
so
a wholesome
cute.
family.
And the next one we have is a passion for produce. This one is a dagger-specific print, which is interesting to me as we do already have twin-fold bonds, which is pretty good, and not to mention Blade is still missing their weapon-specific print.
Yeah.
But this one is 20% skill damage, and if you are using a dagger, you get 12% critical rate. So, yeah, gentlemen, what are your thoughts on this print? Obviously, you would not be able to use it in tandem with, twin-fold bonds. I mean, I guess you could, right? The skill damage does overlap, though, which is the only frustrating part.
Mm-hmm.
So,
once again, I love the art on this because
it is
I think it's the
adorable.
Dean on there, and I'm too
oh no,
bad
it's
at.
Belina, I believe.
Is it Belina? I don't remember. I love both
Yeah.
designs, so
It's
it might
Belina.
actually. Oh no, it's Belina because all of them are dagger units. Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, it makes sense. And there's Pipple on it, like a weird Pipple. And I like my first idea was to run this maybe with things that enable double buff, like Valiant Crown, I think. But I'm not sure if stuffs like that is really actually good, because I can never remember what the Wyrmprint combinations are and all of that. I'm really bad at that. I always look it up or I'll ask Ortho. So
What would be interesting in that same thought process would be to run Wyrmclan Duo. It would give you a similar effect that axes have,
True.
because a passion for produce is very similar in combination like Kung Fu Masters. And I know for axes, they typically can do Kung Fu Master and Wyrmclan Duo, getting them to 40% skill damage. You overcap 10%, but the trade-off then is you get the 14% crit rate for Dagger, as well as having 17% crit mod, I believe, from Wyrmclan Duo.
yeah.
So
They're really good, yeah.
yeah,
I think a more interesting build would be, it's a budget, right? Because that's clearly a budget Wyrmprint for Dagger.
right.
So if you're going full budget, you can run passion for this one, a passion for Protoss, and Flowers in the Fray.
That is true.
It's another 4-star Wyrmprint Wyrmprint with 20% skill damage, so you can complete 40%, and 15% crit damage.
Ooh,
Of
that's
course,
great.
not as much, not as good as Wyrmclone Duo. It's 2% crit damage less, and lower stats. But that's like a really cheap setup for Wyrmprint, and it's not bad. Not bad at all, actually.
Yeah, and the Worm clan print is limited, right?
Yes,
So
yes, that is a good
Yeah.
point. So
Also,
for
like-
players that don't have it, then of course they would be using Flowers in the Fray if they had missed the New Year's event.
Yeah. And also, like, it's not HP dependent, the Flowers in the Fray, unlike Wyrmclane Duo, so...
Is Wyrmclan Duo's HP 70 if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Not a hard, what's the name? Not
Requirement?
a hard requirement to reach, but I mean, if you have a budget build that you're running the Passion instead of Twinfold Bonds, because Twinfold Bonds is not limited. So like, if you're really on a budget, I think that's a really good setup actually. Not like,
Right.
it's not even bad for like any game actually. Of
Yeah.
course, you would rather run Twinfold and a second Wyrmprint, but it's a pretty decent. You can reach 40% skill damage with that, and crit rate and crit damage. It's a really good setup.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see more maybe crit-focused builds might appreciate the extra crit rate, as daggers typically have 10% crit in their co-ability.
Yeah.
So at a minimum, the traditional dagger would have 24 if you include the 2% from the base weapon. So 24% crit rate with this Wyrmprint and their co-ability, and then the weapon crit. So, yeah, it's just that the only struggle, I think, as we've kind of been mentioning, is Twinfold Bonds is, I want to say, the best weapon-specific print. It probably rivals Candy Couriers and
Yeah,
Shining
that's what
Overlord.
I was going to say. Yeah, those are the three best. Those three are amazing.
They are
Just so good.
phenomenal prints. That being said,
Yeah.
for those listening, the Shining Overlord is a sword Wyrmprint, 40% skill damage, and Dragon Claws, 3. That is a phenomenal 5-star Wyrmprint to have for pretty much every sword user in this game. If you do not have it, recommend picking it up at your own pace, as well as the other one that we've mentioned. So
Candy
Twinfold,
Couriers.
right? And then Candy Couriers. Candy Couriers is limited.
yeah, I just was about to say Candy Courier isn't
Mm-hmm.
a non-limited.
Yeah, so Candy
But
Courier.
it's still good.
Yeah, Candy Courier is limited. It's a 40% against skill damage, but for wands. And then it has 25% Broken Punisher, which, as we've seen and how the game is progressing, it is currently going down the road of massive break damage on boss fights. So having that to help wands enable their natural Broken Punish. A lot of wands do have Broken Punisher built into their kits. That just further enables that nuke to happen there. So
I love nuking on break. It's
Yes.
amazing.
Same.
That's why I love
it's
playing
very
Chrome.
satisfying. It's
You
very
just
That's
see a
amazing.
lot of like big numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So cool.
like I'm a simple guy. I see big numbers, I'm happy.
That being said, we did talk about Twinfold, so I should detail it just briefly for the listener. Twinfold Bonds is also a print that is not limited as well, so it's at your leisure to go pick it up. It is for daggers, and it gives 40% skill damage, as well as, I believe, 15% flurry strength.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. Very, very potent. Very potent to have skill damage and strength on the same print. So, yeah. Any other thoughts you guys are thinking with involving these new prints?
Not really.
I think
Not
that,
really either.
that covers all my initial thoughts. I'm definitely excited to see how Summer Memories, or Memories of Summer's Dusk, plays out with Tartarus, and of course with Hawk, if we get more stun shenanigans. But moving on, these Wyrmprints were introduced because we actually have a new event going on right now. which is the Twinkling Twilight defense event and Dragon Battle. So, gentlemen, have you completed the event? How far are you in the event, and what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna go ahead and start. I really enjoyed the event, like the story. I loved it. That's mostly because I love all of the units and characters that appear in there. Um, the fights are just standard, like auto. Like for me, at my level, I just auto pretty much all of it.
Oh.
I did the Astral High Midgar Summer fight. It's amazing. It's a lot of fun, and you need to actually be on your toes while playing it. And I cleared it with Mars. Probably not the best dragon to do it. And my plan was to do it with Mini Zodiark. And I would rather actually hit my head against the wall for 3 hours constantly. Just do that, and it would be more fun than trying to clear it Mini Zodiark. It's not. I'm pretty sure it's possible, but I would actually, yeah, I would actually rather jump on a whole set of Lego pieces that are on the floor with my bare feet. Like that would be more fun. So, and Arthur knows my pain. So
I do. I took up the mantle after you put it down last night, and I sent a screenshot. I'll sure. Oh my goodness! I tweeted it out actually.
Yes.
So definitely, if you guys are looking to see what I'm, currently attempting, my Twitter is starting to fill with anguish in my runs. But
Yes.
I was less than 1% away from clearing. The HP bar was basically not visible, and the lag from the C1 of Mini Zodi ended up getting me clipped by a spit, and that ended my run. I think that was about 5 hours of attempts, if I'm not mistaken. I really would like to do it. Guys, you will see/know if I do, as I will upload the clear. It's just thematic for Audric and Zodiark. They're cute, and sometimes it's worth it. And this may be one of those times where, I just keep going.
I mean, I even built Audric for that, but I gave up. It's just, I didn't. No, I was actually I was in a Discord call with these guys, and I couldn't even really listen to them anymore. I'm pretty sure all they heard from me was just curses and screaming, "No!" So,
yeah.
But it's a fun event. I have to say I really like these frontier events. No, what are they called? Onslaught events. Yeah, I really enjoy these because it's quick content for them probably to make. We have a small story. We get new characters. I love this. Like I think this is really good bridge between bigger events.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have something kind of to fill the void. In the past we would just have a dry week of no events. The Void Endeavors. Yeah, the Void Endeavors would start sooner. And I don't know, I mean, the ability to receive tomes, as this event is currently featuring 5 flame tomes and 5 light tomes from the milestone rewards. I believe they're known as Renown, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, definitely, if you're playing in the event, be sure to pick up both of those tomes, or play the event to do so. It actually ends pretty soon, if I'm not
Glory,
mistaken.
actually. It's called Glory, not Renown.
Oh, is it? It is Glory. Okay.
Yeah, it's Glory.
Yeah, the event it does end pretty soon. So in my time here, it'll end, which is Central Standard Time. It'll end on August 18th at 12:59 a.m. So it's about 4 days from recording. When this goes live, it'll be about 3 days. So definitely take a look at that. The final onslaught is pretty decent in the amount of glory that it will reward, as well as the EX missions. You're not required. There are actually multiple. I think there's the Astral Midgar fight, as well as a Dragon Battle EX that you can do. You can choose either one you would like to do. And as we kind of talked about, the Astral Midgar fight is actually fairly challenging. So, LERART, how did you first clear your Astral Midgar?
I used Mars.
You used Mars.
Yeah.
And then you used, was it Marth with full gear? Everything, the whole works?
It was Yuden because of the extra XP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That and also the Dragon Claws is nice. But yeah, I like this event. It's pretty short, pretty simple story, cool characters, and pretty easy too. But it's a lot better than the last Onslaught event. The last one was I didn't like it at all.
Yeah,
But I like this one.
I do like how the story, and this is from this event as well as the previous event with the Doomsday Getaway. The story is not in the way of playing the event, and so you can come enjoy the story at your leisure when you choose to do so. So I know previously with FAQ events and with raid events, we would have a situation where you'd have to either blow through the story in order to play the event, or you'd be paused by the story. And so I know for quite a few players, they would just skip through entirely, and then they may or may not come back and read. And so...
Yeah.
Oh, something about the story, what I wanted to mention is that it apparently acts in the same village as the event with Catherine and Eugene. It's
Oh.
called Quinbell. So some people are theorizing that it's actually taking place at the same time as that
Oh.
event.
Well, that's kind of
Because
cool.
it's a festival which would fit, because at the end of the I don't remember what it was called, but at the end of the event with Catherine, they did like the whole fireworks, I think, and they danced and shouted, and like that's literally what happens at the end of Twinkling Twilight, so probably actually canonical at the same time, which is cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I definitely like how they're paying a lot more attention to the world building through the events and things like that. Party Boy Yuden is definitely getting his fill of having fun while
Also,
trying to
like,
save Zethia.
a cool thing, not like super like noticeable, but this event gives more Wormite than the last Onslaught.
Oh, it does? Really?
Yeah, not a lot, but just a little bit more. Like, it's cool.
They're
It's a
giving
nice
us some crumbs.
Yeah, definitely nice. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, and the other thing that's nice about having a new event and these characters that we've been looking at for a little bit is that there is a new summon showcase.
A
So-
Gala Dragalia remix.
There
At
is,
that.
yeah, and it's not just any summon showcase. We have these new Gala Dragalia remixes, which my thought is now that we've had this the second time in a row, this may be a more common occurrence, which we've seen in other games that Cygames develops, like Grand Blue Fantasy. They have multiple, if you will, versions of Gala Dragalia in their game, so twice a month. Once in the middle and then once at the end. About a 2-week cycle, which is kind of what we're seeing here now. Now, I won't go into too much detail about should you summon on these characters, as there's actually a video up on Quitte's channel where we did a full analysis and discussion, our first impressions of these characters. So if you haven't seen that, definitely take a look at it. It will be worth your time.
Yes, definitely. It was a lot of fun to talk about the units, so
Absolutely,
please check it out.
absolutely. That being said, we'll definitely detail what the characters look like. You know, a small glimpse of our impressions, but not our full impression here. So, of course, we have Yukata Cassandra. She is a flame staff. And my first impressions on it, obviously I'm excited. Not just for the aesthetics, but also for the fact that she seems to have a very unique playstyle with this new skill, Goldfish of the Hereafter. This whole buff mechanic from Fluorescent Fish that she is able to produce for the team allows to get a bonus non-elemental damage to all of the attacks that you deal to foes. So... that being said, I kind of like this direction of having more unique healers than simply being, oh, you know, I press skill 1, it heals. I press skill 2, it heals over time.
Yeah.
This is kind of fun with the different buff mechanics and unique mechanics, as this buff in particular is a shareable skill at cost 6.
Yeah, I guess you need to make healers more interesting because not a lot of people enjoy playing healers, me included. Actually, the responsibility is way too high for me to play. In Dragalia Lost, at that, I love playing it in Final Fantasy XIV, but in Dragalia Lost, I'm scared.
Right, right. The other thing I wanted to mention on her kit, just briefly, is this does pertain to your favorite character, is the new Chain Co ability on her, which is taking damage equals strength 13%. So kind of as we mentioned, not too much of a spoiler, obviously, for the should you summon, but it is nice to know that Chelsea, right, has the ability to keep this running at 3 stacks for 39% bonus strength. So I personally am excited to see how this will look, and I am a little bit biased in hoping that Quitte does a summoning video, just so we can see what Cassandra backline Chelsea looks like.
I was just about to say, like, if I get her, we will definitely need to try her out in Master Walk.
Yes, and it's unfortunate. I actually don't have Chelsea at all.
Whoa. Wow, your life sucks.
I know. It's terrible. I hate it. Every day I wake up and I'm like, where is she? And, it's painful.
Yeah, understandable. 100% understandable.
So
I have her, but I never use her.
Okay, so can you kick off LERART?
LERART co-host deactivated.
Nah, it's cool. But did you read her story?
No, I did read the castle story or a moment of hers where she goes, and this is for Chelsea, where she tanks a lightning bolt just to deliver his lunch.
Yes, for Luca, yeah.
And then she defies the Reaper of Death.
Yeah,
that was very amusing. Very, very.
LERART, did you read her adventure story?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's really good. I really recommend everyone reading it because it goes into detail about her why she's obsessed with Luca. And I'm sorry, this is not about Chelsea. I just love talking about Chelsea. I love her. I'm so sorry.
No,
she's amazing.
No, absolutely. This is the discussion that we live for here on the podcast. So I definitely agree. Now our second unit, right, which we've seen on there is the Yukata Curran, which is a light dagger. I know briefly that we had mentioned that he's got quite the competition to fill. Kind of like Cassandra, she's competing with Halloween Lowen, which is top tier meta. Curran, on the other hand, is going to be competing with Mitsuhide. So it'll be interesting to see how he pans out. And additionally, having Poison Res, or being another light unit that has Poison Res, leads me to believe that Tartarus will have some interesting or more heavy poison mechanics. Just due to the fact that we have received Radiant Swanzang, as well as I believe Zubagier also has Poison Res. I'm not sure if that one is correct.
I think so, yeah, but I'm not totally sure.
But it's been quite a few light units that have received Poison Res as of recent. So
yeah, because they had to, because every unit that was released while Zodiac was active was Curse Res, I think, and probably not everything, but because they just had to have Curse Res, because otherwise you couldn't bring them to the fight at all, or if you'd have someone who cleanses it, but that's rare. Like I rarely see a Hildegard or something like that there. So
right.
But now that Tartarus is coming out, they can finally release poison characters.
Yes.
Poison-resistant characters.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, these are the two new units on the banner. So we have Yukata Curran and Yukata Cassandra. And if you have seen Quitte's video, know that, bug him about it if he hasn't pulled. And tell him to pull so we can see about Chelsea.
Yes.
I myself am on the fence. I know anniversary is coming, right? So we only have about 23, give or take, 24 days till the anniversary you know, and maybe possibly an anniversary podcast. So we'll have to see what's in the works for the Halidom hotspot moving forward. We do also have, of course, a returning Gala unit, Wyrmprint, on Raid Up. And of course, our thoughts again, if you guys would like to see in more detail, over on Quitte's channel. We'll have a link in the description for that, for the Should You Summon.
And just a small teaser, LERART actually convinced me to start playing him again. Like,
Yes.
I have Galayun, and LERART single-handedly convinced me to start playing him again. So.
And I think we could do a little blurb on Wyrmprint, you know, for our loyal Halidom hotspot fans, Lord, if you'd like.
Oh, yes,
what are your
please,
thoughts
LERART.
on sharing the strategy that you have cooked up?
Oh yeah, so my plan is 1 Marth and 3 Gala Udens. So the Marth gets the last boost. The Udens put the buff zone, so you get 60% strength on everyone. And then you use S2 because it's a really strong skill, right? This will probably, we don't know yet, but we'll probably put get us on phase 2, and if that ends up being the case, we get the blast boost again. We put the buffs, like buff zones from the dragon, because we'll probably have a dragon. Get attack rate. Marth gets more buffs. We bog, put the buff zones, and just destroy him again.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the meat twins with Marth cheese, but with 3 units instead of Mitsuba.
Yeah, it
hopefully
definitely
this will work.
sounds. The other interesting thing too is that if there's any other mechanic that would allow Yuden to be damaged, right? To activate for Daikokuten, multiple Daikokuten Yudens would increase attack speed as well, or attack rate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely interesting. I really hope that we can bring that strategy into fruition. It would be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun to pull. I know we have a few more fun strategies that we're going to hold off from sharing for Tartarus that we'll have released as a future video. So guys, definitely, if you have not subscribed at this point, click the subscribe button and you'll be notified for all of the wacky clears and things that we do on the channel here. As well as, you know, just plug Quitte's again as well, because we do our Should You Summon discussions on his channel. If you guys are enjoying our discussions, obviously head that way, link in the description. So yeah, I actually have a few pieces of art from our featured artists that I would like to share with you guys this week.
Yes, please show it to us.
Our first artist is FrozenMullet over on Twitter. And I'm just pulling up the piece here. This piece right here is a piece of the Lathna in the event. I was struggling a little bit. She's just so adorable, and she is so cute.
She's small. She's super small.
She is so
Like,
cute.
Or Cassandra is just huge.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. People were saying that her hair was done by Cleo, as Cleo only knows one hairstyle. Which is Lathna in Cleo's hairstyle here. So canonically, I like how they've drawn with Grandma Cassie as you know, the crime-busting duo of Heinwald and Curran are her dads, if you will, for Lathna, and then Cassandra has now canonically stepped in as the grandma.
Yes, that's absolutely canon. Like, Curran and Heinwald adopted her 100%. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, guys, again, this is work done by FrozenMullet over on Twitter. The handle, I'll have the link for this piece as well as their Twitter account in the description. It's at Kishkul. So definitely, if you guys see this, share them, show them some love. You know, share the piece. Go ahead, at them. You know, hashtag Halidom Hotspot. Let them know how much, how adorable this piece is, really. Really, really like it a lot. I actually have another piece from them as well that I wanted to share. And I know, Quitte, you're going to like this one.
Oh, I'm excited.
Because
Is it Chelsea?
I know you've seen it before, as I had shown you off.
Oh, yes,
But
yes.
yes, it is their rendition of Summer Cassandra.
That one's really amazing,
And
yes.
wow, what a piece. What a
To
piece.
to say it in LERART's words, she looks healthy.
Yes. LERART, getting real on the Halidom hotspot. I love it. Yes, yeah, I mean, phenomenal artwork. I really like the shading as well on the piece. I also like the attention to detail with the hand, right? How it's holding her drink. This is like a nod to the claw, right, in her skill, and also in her original art as well.
Oh yeah, true.
So this was done actually before Banner News was introduced of any kind of Cassandra alt. So
Oh yeah, that was on
is
July 21st.
FrozenMullet a prophet for Cassandra alt? That's the question. I definitely think so. But again, guys, I'll have a link for this piece as well in the description. Again, it's at Kishgull, Kishgull. Go ahead and show them some love. Again, phenomenal piece.
And also go take a look at their other pictures because it's really good art. Just love it.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually,
yes.
if I had the money, I would absolutely commission them. It's really good. Love them. Love their stuff.
Now, I do have another artist that we featured last week. I know Glace had mentioned there are some not safe for work pieces on the Twitter here. So I went ahead and pulled up some to share. Of course, not the not safe for work. These are safe for work pieces, obviously.
But I'm going to pull it up on my screen.
Yes. But this is a piece. This is from Yona. And this is continuing on our summer theme. So that's Yona at uninstall_Yona Y0NA. And this is a piece of Summer Zethia and Summer Elisan. So, guys, I mean, what are your thoughts on this piece? I really like it.
And Cleo. Cleo is also on there.
Oh, yes. You have
And
her
Newton is
hair.
in the back. Yeah.
You do have her hair and her little ear covering.
Yeah, and Newton's in the back, and I don't know who's the other person.
Yeah, Ranzel.
Probably Ranzel. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Ranzel.
looks like Ranzel.
Lots of
And
attention to
Luca
detail.
is spiking above. So I love this art because like there's a lot going on in the background.
Yeah, and then you have the Catseath, right? There's a piggy bank there, or a tip jar maybe, right? I'm sure the tip jar was the goal for it. Really awesome piece. I really like it. Major props to Yona for putting this together. And guys, again, we'll have a link to Yona's Twitter as well as a link to this piece in the description. So guys, go show them some love as well.
You didn't retweet it.
Have I
How
not
dare
retweeted
you.
this piece?
No, you have not retweeted it.
Oh my gosh. Alright, we're doing this live. Heart, retweet. It's time. It has been done. I hope you were able to see that through the editing here. We have another piece actually from Yona that I wanted to share. This one is pretty spicy.
Woo! It's getting hot in here.
So yeah, Summer Xander. I mean, you can wash some clothes on those abs, boys. Let me tell you. So it's true. Wow.
Okay.
I love it. This one again. Heart, retweet, done. Easy clap. So, yeah, and Yona does have a Patreon. So definitely, guys, if you're looking to support Yona, show some love. Head over to their Patreon. We'll have a link as well in the description, and of course, their Twitter. So, LERART, I noticed you've been silent. Are you in awe of these pieces? Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. I really like. I like artworks in general. I follow some artists. I think I try to like get into drawing, but not for me. But like, it's always nice to see some artwork, especially well made. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, because those Yona makes some pretty good art.
Yeah, actually, not enough people who share their art. Actually, like when I take a look at it, like this amazing picture only has 39 retweets, and That's a crime, actually.
It is a crime, guys. Show Yona as much love as you can muster. Make multiple accounts to retweet. You know.
I mean, I don't know about that, but
Anyway, there is a piece that Yona did as a collaboration with another artist, Ivyrsaur, that I wanted to share with you guys. I remember sending this piece to LERART as soon as it came out, which, by the way, heart and retweet again. LERART, we know on the channel that you like Mitsuba.
Yeah. I do. Yeah, that's a pretty. I'm not into yandere, like Quitte is. So
that's some really hefty allegations you have there.
yeah, I mean, you said it yourself.
Every day, LERART strays further from the co-host position. Yeah.
Nah.
No, this is an amazing collaboration that they've done.
Yeah,
This
it's a
is
pretty
truly...
good drawing. I have no complaints, but yeah.
Yeah, and even to showcase, Ivyrsaur is actually here in our Discord. They had shown me this piece firsthand before having released it public, and wowzers, I have to share this.
Wowzers.
Summer Mim, guys, please, you have to understand. This is an incredible piece. It
really is. It's amazing.
I often come to this piece. I'm a loss for words. I just enjoy it. I enjoy it.
You do realize though, you're at bonk range, right?
Please. It's not the same.
Someone's about to get bonked.
No. I don't want to be in bonk range. It's a phenomenon.
Like she's what's the saying? Like she's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Yes, that was indeed the saying. I love the thigh strap, right, as it shows how thick Summer Mim is. Yes, it definitely completes the piece for me.
Is she as thick as Fubuki though?
That is a very meta question. That is a very shout out to Glace's clear. I mean, Fubuki, Fubu thick, so.
Fubu dummy thick, bro.
It's true. This is true. Guys,
I'm just gonna bonk you guys right here. Bonk, bonk.
Oh my goodness.
You've been officially bonked. It do be like that.
It do be like that.
That being said, guys, this is our final artist for the artist spotlight at Ivyrsaur. I'll be sure to post this link in the description as well as their Twitter as well. So, guys, again, show love to all of our artists for this week in the spotlight. And if you have art that you'd like to showcase here on the show, just let us know. Send me a DM. Join our Discord. At me on Twitter. However you would like to share it with us.
Send a pigeon.
Yeah. So just send me any DL art, preferably Mim. I'm not biased. And we'll look at getting it into our community spotlight on the channel. So, all right, boys. I think that will do it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us, Quitte, on today's episode.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Anything that you would like to personally plug before I go ahead and plug you myself, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, guys, check out our new channel on Hub. It's called Quito Docs, and no,
you mean Patreon?
Patreon, yeah, Patreon. Please join my fans. I need a new PC, so okay. No, real talk. It's a lot of fun in this community. I love being here. If you enjoyed my weird talkings here, please check out my channel. I try my best to entertain people, and if you were entertained by my stuff, I would love if you'd subscribe and leave a like or comment it, and join the Discord, and we can talk there.
Absolutely. So, yeah. Absolutely. Guys, thanks so much. LERART, thanks for joining me again.
Oh yeah.
And be sure to check the description, as we will have links for Quitte's channel. Please subscribe to his if you have not. Drop a like on the video, show support for the second ever Halidom Hotspot episode. And of course, a link for all of our amazing artists this week. So, thank you so much for joining us, guys. We will see you.
And LERART's Twitter. Don't
Oh
forget.
yeah. And
Twitter.
LERART's Twitter as he gets real. Guys, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye bye.